Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I am JJ, also known as Veganowledge JJ, and I wanted to welcome you all. I just wanted to come on here. For one, I haven't been live in a while, and that's because I've been working on so many things. I've been obviously making a lot of videos, trying to really put a lot of energy in that. And I've also been working on creating the Graduate School Mind and Body Transformation course that goes directly from the information in my book. But I wanted to continue to help you for those who may have read the book, or even if you didn't and want kind of a step by step. It's a self-paced course that you can stop, and it'll be all video recordings. There'll be a PDF and a workbook that goes with it if you're really looking to transform your life. And you know one of the first things that comes to mind when I think about how important this journey has been for me, and you can see my last video if you look at it. It's called um, "This One Question Will Help You Stay Raw Vegan for Life," or will help you stay, keep your goals for life. And what it is what is your why? And the why also, I note in this video, has evolved for me. So for many of us that are vegan or raw vegan or plant-based, who have been all of these, or who are just really trying to get themselves to a healthier place in life, that maybe aren't happy with the way they're feeling. They may have chronic pain, chronic illness. And for me, this was all new to me in 2019. I'll just run through my live. I'll run through my why really fast before we open up, everything, and get some people in here. Hopefully, I've put the link there if you want to come up and talk to me. If not, you're always welcome to share in the comments. And I know that we've had to move the time of this live. And can you guys hear me okay? Let me make sure I'm not, let's see here. Sometimes I turn the sound down. That's a little bit better. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Um, but in my own journey back in 2019, I just popped, like, Don showed me this video called Raw. And the only thing that came to mind when I watched this, I didn't know anything about the word vegan. I didn't know anything about plant based. I didn't know whole food plant based. Some of you watching right now that are watching from my personal Facebook page probably don't know what the heck any of that is either. Um, but all I knew was I saw these people saying they lost weight, they reversed type 2 diabetes. Some guy reversed even type 1. Like, they reversed chronic illnesses that you can't even imagine with this. And they felt so much energy, like Woody Harrelson from the Cheers, the old show. If you're around my age, you know what that is. And he was on there talking about how it made him feel so energetic that a lady actually on an airplane told him about it. Like, that the reason he was experiencing all of these problems was because he was eating dairy. He had like acne and skin conditions. So he ends up trying, like, just going, raw whole food, plant-based, and within like a week, I think he said his acne had cleared up. So I'm listening to this, even somebody like Woody Harrelson that I grew up watching a show of his as a kid. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try this. And really, at that point, I just wanted to lose weight. So my why was, look, I've tried all these different diets. I'm 42. It's not as easy as it was when I was 25, when I lost a bunch of weight. So I said, I don't even know what to eat. I saw these people just look like they were eating fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds. If it wasn't cooked, I knew I could eat it. So I go, and again, at that time, I didn't even know that you could do it a different way. Like, they were cooked, obviously I knew that people ate vegan, but I didn't really know what it was. So I go and I buy all these fruits and veggies, and eventually I came up with this idea that I was just going to eat this one big salad a day. And I started ba- crafting this salad, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger every time I heard the health benefits of one of the vegetables or one of the fruits. I would add it onto the salad, and as long as it tastes good in there, I would make these veggie style, salads. Dawn is here. She can talk about this with me because she's been on every part of my journey. Thank you. Thank you for
Hey.
Hey, everybody. I know you've been wanting to see Dawn. She used to always be on Meatless Monday back in the day. We were just talking about it. Like, funny that there was a back in the day now since we've been doing these, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Welcome in. Before I go back on that story, I want to just say hi to you. Want to tell us how you've been doing and all that good stuff.
Well, I've gone from sad to glad.
Yay!
I have been
You look
phenomenal.
amazing. I know I tell
Thank
you that
you.
every day, but
Oh,
I'm
I
saying it
appreciate
live, so it really makes it solidified. Now it's on recording.
it. No, but I love what we've been doing with the raw, the fast and raw. We've been fasting 20 hours throughout the day, drinking a ton of water and eating the salad at night and some fruit. And I love it because I've dropped close to 30 pounds just since June. And
Amazing.
I've gone back to my workouts. I'm getting an hour in on the bike Monday through Fridays. I'm doing the total gym, getting some strength training in Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And for 7 days, I do yoga. So I do yoga every day of the week. I usually do it after I do all the other stuff that's a little more strenuous. I wind down with yoga. And then I also continue to do yoga on Saturday and Sunday for like 45 minutes and meditate. You know what I mean? But all of that together with the glad mindset is really what helped me to change, and to flip my thinking into where I needed to be the person that I wanted to be. Just start acting like that person right off. Whether
Mhm.
you're them or not, start acting like you are them. We've all played pretend when we were kids. We all did the da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. We ran like the Bionic Woman and jumped like, the X-Men, and we were these people in our minds, right?
Mhm.
Everybody's taking the basketball shot and they were Michael Jordan when they did it.
That
It's
was
no different.
me. I was Michael Jordan. I even wore
Yeah,
23.
there you go. So it's
It
no
Act
different.
as if, right?
Act as if, pretend that's you already. And you'll start eventually thinking about it and then come up with a system. Don't try to discipline yourself. Just come up with a system that creates a set of habits that you do over and over and over again every day at the same exact time. Then once the habit kicks in, the discipline doesn't need to be there. You just do it out of memory, out of force of habit. And if those habits are good habits, like fasting 20 hours, like getting on the bike X amount of time for this many days, like eating the salad between this time and that, if you create those habits and that becomes who you are, and then you're not pretending anymore.
That is it. I mean, because the only thing that changed for me was I started eating that one salad every day. Like,
Yeah.
that's literally what made me become raw vegan. I didn't even know what the heck
Yep.
a raw vegan meant, right?
Right.
Like,
Right.
and
Right.
but I was acting like I was eating healthy because the day before I wasn't, and then the next day I said I'm going to start eating this salad every day. It was a
Yep.
simple shift, and we tend to make things so overcomplicated in our mind, and we start trying to talk ourselves out of doing things, right?
Well, our
And
mind
coming up
does
with
that.
excuses
Our
because
mind does that as a defense mechanism. It's always trying to keep us comfortable.
mhm,
And when you get out of your comfort zone, your mind hurries up and goes into whatever it needs to do to push you back into that comfort zone. It doesn't know that it's to your detriment. It doesn't know that
mhm,
it's creating laziness. Your mind doesn't differentiate between that. All it knows is you're uncomfortable. It wants you to be comfortable. So it constantly talks you into doing things that are going to minimize what you're doing to make that change
until
because it
you
doesn't like change.
decide that the deeper, which brings us all the way back around to the why, if you
Yeah.
really tell your mind, this is what I want to do, this is why I want to do it, and stand in conviction with it and know for a fact that this is what you want this outcome to be, I
Yep.
think our mind and our body truly, and you've been saying this for years, are working for us.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might make it look like it's working against us, but that's only because we are not programming it correctly in a sense, or we're not convicted in what we want to do. We might really
Yeah,
want to go
it's
back
not
to our comfort zone,
it's
right?
not embedded in the subconscious that this is who we really want to be and who we are choosing to be. So the mind acts as a gatekeeper and it doesn't let it sink into the subconscious.
And I
It blocks it, you know?
Yes, exactly right. And I was thinking it also, that's why we talk about finding joy and finding a way. Like, I always talk
Yeah.
about this when you come on, but I watch you, how much you enjoy workout and yoga. It's not something that's a chore for you. Like,
Nope.
at first, when you've gotten, like, we've all done it, like, say we, take a vacation from working out or something happens, we tweak something, and you can get in that zone too where you're just not working out. But the minute I see you shift back to working out, like that second day, you're just like, that's not something you're questioning, like, oh my gosh, I have to get on the
I
bike.
made
You're
that
like,
my
I
comfort zone.
today I hear her, she's like, I don't work out on Saturday, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Like, that's not something that you
I
do.
got on the bike today. I normally don't do it on a Saturday, but I felt like a bike ride. And
This
I'm
is
like, you
me,
know what?
right?
This is who I am. And it started out needing to be a disciplined thing, but then I found something that I liked. That was when we first got iPhones, remember? And I had my headphones and I realized, wait a minute, hold on. I put on some tunes that I liked and I'm pedaling to the rhythm of the song and it became fun. And then after a while it became who I was. It is has been who I am for the past 15, 16 years. I love working out. I just love that time where it's just me and my music and I'm on the bike getting a good sweat on, or I'm doing the total whatever it is. It has become my comfort zone to work out instead of not working out, you
And
know? And
that's so funny that you say that, because that's what happened to me with the food, right?
yeah,
Like, every night I have this ritual. You can ask Dawn. I get the phone, I prop it up, like, most of the time it's almost out of charge. So I have to plug it in. I put it on the bread box that we don't use anymore because we don't eat bread. And I use it as like a stand because I'm watching it. And I'm
right.
actually like constructing our salads and like listening to either like a transformational video. In the beginning, I have a video out talking about stacking your habits. When you find a
Mhm.
way to enjoy something, it's not like, oh man, I got to go make the salad. It's more or less like this: I can't wait to go in there and like listen to what I'm going to listen to today. Like, now I've been listening to a lot of like, growing membership, growing YouTube stuff, because I'm
Yeah.
really interested in bringing more people on board with this. But at the first, it was for a while I was listening to the health benefits of every fruit and vegetable. Then it turned into transformational stories from people who turned vegan, then raw vegan, and then I started listening to my own stuff because I'd go back, I'd be like, man, that lady was really inspirational that I interviewed. And I put that on. It's like these things, or an audio book. I'm always listening to something while I'm making food or while I'm working out, which I
I've
need to do
Since
more of.
you started the raw vegan journey, you've done that. I
Hmm.
remember when we lived in the other condo, you were doing that then in that kitchen. So yeah, you've been doing that proper for since the beginning of your journey. Yeah, that's what transformed you over. Remember, we watched the raw vegans, Woody Harrelson and
I
those
was just
guys.
talking about Woody.
Yeah, and we
Woody
watched
Harrelson, if
that.
you're watching, you got to come talk to us.
And if you that's what you use to actually bring your mindset into that place. So of course that's what would keep you there. You just
Hmm.
wanted more and more of it, you know? And
And
I've watched you do that. So that's awesome.
And so, two things now: you figured out that you love music and you love listening to it while you're on the bike. So it's stacked on top of
Well, I'm a
why.
musician, so yeah, that came naturally. But yeah, it kind of happened by accident because I put the headset on and I put some music on that I really liked, and it had a pretty moderate pace to it. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. And I started pedaling along with the pace of the rhythm of the song that I was listening to. Well, then it became, wow, what am I going to listen to today? You know what I mean? What like and you can put on whatever you want. You put on some extreme music. Hell, I even pedaled to Sade. Who the hell works out to Sade? But I did. You know, cherish the day. You know, I'm like, yeah. You know, I'm into it. It's part of what I do. And I have like OCD to a point because I will latch onto a song that'll be my workout song for the whole entire hour. I just rewind it, or I just put it on my editing platform and loop it so that I don't have to keep rewinding it on YouTube, and just let it play for an hour's worth of time over and over again, and I never have to change my rhythm. I'm working out to it, and especially if it's a song I really love, obviously. But it made it fun is the point. It took me out of the grueling, I'm working out, I'm sitting here riding a bike at
Yeah,
like
that's
this
not going
ridiculous
anywhere.
pace for an hour. Like,
And not moving.
yeah, I mean, I'm looking out my windows. Well, in my mind, I'm looking out at the beach. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? I'm watching people go by as I'm riding. In my mind, I'm doing whatever it is that's giving me pleasure, and actually getting into the bike ride itself, picking up the hand weights, and yeah, this is fun. This is awesome. Getting my sweat on, and it's no longer a grueling thing that I'm dreading. It's something that makes me feel good, which we know chemically it does do that. It releases dopamine, serotonin once you start really getting into it. And those things are addictive. You just want more and more of it.
Mhm.
So once you insert that enough times that it becomes a habit, you will want. I've heard people say it on TV shows, in movies. I'm depressed because I didn't work out today. That's a
Yeah.
real thing. If you
Yeah.
don't get that dopamine shot with your workout, you could literally go like feel like, damn, I didn't work out today. I mean, it gets that, it gets to be that, addictive, that you want to do it. And what's the being a raw vegan, working out, come on, coupling that, dude,
Yeah.
I feel
It's like a
fantastic.
it's like a magic like combo, right? I
Yeah, it
always feel
is.
better. And then like I like to watch the same kind of stuff while I'm working out, which is really
Yep.
weird, right? It's like I don't, not that I don't like music. I also play music, but I like to get my mind on something else while I'm on the elliptical. I'm watching the same kind of stuff that I'm watching while I'm cooking, like the
Yep.
educational content, right? And like so that's
Yep.
so cool. Um
Different strokes for different folks, whatever floats your boat,
That's why
you
we have to
know?
find a way to enjoy your diet and trying to find a way to enjoy health wise, in the beginning. Obviously, if it's a change for you, it's not going to be easy necessarily, but once you just make that commitment and find something little that you can do each day that you can commit to, that you can start to build on. I think we try to
Mhm.
do everything at once. Like when circling back to the why, it started out just wanting to lose weight. Then
Mhm.
it went into, at that point, then it was like, oh, back pain was gone. Like you said, then you started feeling good when you started working out. Like when I started eating differently, I felt like that was a miracle for me that I had all this back pain for 18 years and in 30 days it was gone. So like my why was running from my old life at first. It
Right.
was I need to not have that back pain anymore. And then it was, oh, my allergies didn't come on this year from eating, just from eating differently, not eating
Uh-huh.
dairy and meat. Okay, now my why is I don't want to have allergies. I don't want to have back pain. It's like building on. You ever see that show? I mean, that game where it's like, I'm going on a trip and I'm taking an apple. I'm taking an apple and a berry. You do it like in the alphabet. It
You're
kept adding
compounding.
on. Then it
Yeah.
started being like, oh man, I really like this actually. This is so good. I'm like, I made a salad that I really enjoy and I like the fruits that I was eating. I enjoyed eating the nuts and things that went along with this diet. And I was like, I'm actually feeling good. I'm enjoying it. I like making the food. And then it was like I found out about other people that might need help. So I started helping other people do it in the Facebook group. Then the why became, okay, now I want to help others and share this message. And that's how all this got started. But then I was like, okay, now I realized about animal slaughterhouses and all that good stuff. Then I became vegan. And so then it became about helping animals. So all that stuff compiled, but it wasn't like my original why isn't still important because I always honor that it was just about weight loss because
Mhm.
if I wouldn't have wanted to lose weight, I wouldn't be here where I am today, that I wrote a
Right.
book and doing this and helping others. So it's kind of interesting, right? Like our original reason for getting into this, people don't want to always say, like, push weight loss, but sometimes I have to talk about it because weight loss is what made me actually, like, the motivation that made me know that healing was possible. Our body truly wants to heal itself. It's not working against you, it's working for you. And whatever your why is, just make sure you continue to stay with it and evolve it, I think.
Yeah, and I think the weight loss ends up being a byproduct of you doing whatever you need to do to get healthy. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
if you're we talk about Jason Fung a lot, because I really like a lot of the work that he does with diabetic patients. I'm not diabetic, but I'm pretty sure that the weight that I had gotten up to, I was probably pre-diabetic, and it's not like I don't have diabetics that were in my family. So, it behooved me to get into fasting and change that whole way that my body responded to insulin resistance. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And reverse that before it became a problem. I've never taken medicine for it. For all I know, I could have been pre-diabetic, but I've never. Well, I'm not big on the whole, medical thing. So I believe in holistic, and I believe that the body was meant to heal itself. It's equipped to heal itself. And if you give it the right things and give it a rest and don't
Mhm.
eat it for large portions of the day, it will heal. It will fit. Remember that um discoloration I had on my arm and the chafeness that I had from my arm? Right? All of that's completely gone.
Mhm.
All of that is completely gone. It doesn't feel weird. It doesn't look weird. None of that is there. If I've twisted my arm in a weird way, well, only you've heard time heals all wounds. When you're putting the right things in your body, that is not truer words were never said. You give it enough time, things heal, right? All of a sudden, you don't feel that pain in your arm or that pain in your back, to your point. You're not getting headaches or whatever. Initially, when you transform into this type of lifestyle, yeah, you're going to have some detoxing symptoms, but eventually your body adjusts and realizes, okay, this is who we are now. It starts taking those nutrients, doing what it needs to do. You're flushing water through, and you're feeling good. Why go back to the other way? Even though, yeah, I admit it, I've gotten weak too. You know,
Yeah. We all
like
get to those points, right? Like stress can
I've
cause
gotten
it.
weak. You'll have something that'll stress you out. But what's important, and I listen to a lot of Napoleon Hill. Listen, he talks about Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison failed on the light bulb at least 200 times before he actually got it right. Do you think he focused on those failures? No, he said that I figured out 200 ways that it doesn't work.
Mhm.
Right? So here's the deal. If you fall off the horse, get the hell back on the horse. I don't care how many times you fall.
I was
What's
talking
im-
about this, what you actually did the video for the ADT thing, and he said
yeah,
every time, every setback is a seed to help you
yeah.
grow. Hi, Carl, by the way. I
Hey,
just wanted
Carl,
to
what's up?
say that because you were like touching right on that. You learn from it and
Yeah,
realize
it's
that's
like
not
you
what you
move
want to do.
on. You make the mistake, or you backslide, but then you move forward. Then you say, "Okay, let me pick myself up, brush my shoulders off. I failed again, but hey, I'm getting closer and closer to getting this right." I don't know how many times I tried to do the 20-hour fasting and the working out and all that, and finally, I just started doing one of those things at a time. Then
Mhm.
started adding on another thing, then the drinking of the water, then the total. Now I've got this daily program that I do these set things every day, and that's who I am. Well, put enough of those days together, they become weeks, months, years. You've changed your whole biological profile. You've changed who you are mentally, physically, and spiritually.
That is exactly right. And I loved what you just mentioned too. That is such a good thing to touch on because that is what simplification can do. And like how we talk about in the book, the goal. We've got some big goals sometimes, but until we
Mhm.
cut it down to what is the absolute smallest thing that we can come up with that we could do to move towards that goal, not everything. Like if you tried to have done all that things at once coming from not doing any of it, could you imagine?
Yeah.
I would have put it
Yeah.
off for another 30 days and then another
Well,
30 days.
that's why it didn't work so many other times before. Because I tried to
Yeah.
cold turkey just do everything at one time. And it's like, no, spoon feed yourself. Try it this way. You also come up with new and different ways to try things when they don't work out the first time and second, third, and fourth and fifth. It's like, okay, let me try this.
Mhm.
Let me just change this one habit. Okay, I think I'm good with it. Like I started out with the bike, right? I was still maybe eating an occasional Burger King Whopper or two and things like that and eating a little bit throughout the day. But I said, let me just get my hour back on the bike that I
Hey, and
used
I
to love
always
to do.
said to you, at least you're eating an Impossible and not a
Yeah.
regular burger, right?
Yeah.
So we
I will
forget about those
never
little wins.
go
It's
back to
so
meat.
cool.
Yeah. No meat and
But
dairy for sure.
but that's
But
a
it's
big
like
change,
this.
right?
It did. I started with the bike. And then the next thing you know, I'm like, okay. Well, the bike and yoga, because you got to stretch out, and I'm like, okay,
You tell me
let's
that all the time why I couldn't barely walk a couple of weeks ago.
I'm like, let's go to the 20-hour fasting that I did for 2 weeks and did real well at that. And then I fell off the wagon with that. Let's bring that back. Let's only eat between the hours of 6 and 9. And I've been doing that. And I'm like, wow, this coupled with the workouts, I feel fantastic. Okay, now let's go to when I do eat between 6 and 9, let's go to raw, high raw. I like my almonds. I'm sorry. I like my roasted almonds. Kill me, right? My roasted peanuts.
I
So
can't always find raw nuts, so I eat the same thing. And I think we need to
yeah,
really
I
stop
add it
the
on my salad.
perfectionist. If I mean, if
Yeah.
someday I get there where I won't touch a nut if it's not roasted, but
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
from enjoyment standpoint, like you said, like enjoying your life, enjoying the diet, if you can eat 90% healthier, and of course, like ethically, like you said, I won't ever eat meat, but I can, I'm not going to deny myself having some cashews or something like that, because
Yeah.
while yeah, I might be not at this like complete perfect fruitarian, but you know what? I'm enjoying what I'm eating and it's healthier than me going all the way back to vegan processed food. So
Yeah.
I need to find a way, and you all that are watching need to find a way to enjoy it, but level up to know what's really going to be better for your body than where you are now. If
Yep.
working out for 15 minutes is all you can do, that's really good. If eating one salad a day right now is all you can do, that's building that momentum to keep you doing one habit that's better than habits you were doing before, to start to come towards that, and start enjoying that. And that's why, oh, Carl said he's so proud of you, by the way. I don't know if you can see the
Oh, I
screen.
didn't look at the chat. Hey, by the way, don't forget to smash the like button, everybody. Hey, look, you said 15 minutes. That hour on the bike started as 15 minutes.
Wow.
I did that for weeks, years ago when I first started using the bike for exercise. I remember going to Bally's gym and they said, okay, let's start you on a 15-minute,
Bally's, that
bike.
brings back memory.
Yep. And then that 15 minutes doubled. It became a half an hour. Then it became 45 minutes. And then I topped out in an hour. There's really no need to go beyond 40 to 45 minutes when you're doing something like cardio, because you're getting the benefits of it within that. But me, I just like to round it to an hour. What the hell?
Hey,
But
remember I used to say, are you listening to Cardio B
yeah,
when you're Cardio?
yeah, yeah.
I'm always full of puns, you know that, but
Sometimes I got some techno playing. Sometimes I've got the police.
and it's
Sometimes I've
so
got
loud I can
rock.
walk by the
Sometimes
bike
I
and
got
hear it.
rap. It don't matter. It just
Yeah.
I play whatever I feel like listening to
Well,
in that moment.
sometimes I listen when I'm at work, I'm hearing the hold music and I'll dance to it. So don't worry. I like everything, even elevator music I can get down
Right.
with a little
And
bit.
thank you, Carl. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Thank you for believing in what I'm talking about up here, because it means a lot. If we can help other people transform, that's all at the end of the day we really want to do.
That's
That's
all we
that's
want
what
to
Jen
do.
wants to do,
We call ourselves fast and raw.
Yep. Fast and raw. And that's the lifestyle. You're fasting and you're eating raw. It's
Yeah.
It's not
And we all
hard.
do it, whether you fast or not on purpose, it's overnight, right? We're all kind of fasting unless we get up and eat in the middle of the night, but I've ate a
It took
banana sometimes
it
like that, don't tell anybody. Um,
it took
Phil
30 pounds off me, so I'm like, it worked.
It definitely did, and I love the way you built on it, and I've watched you watched me, and I've now watched you in
Yeah.
some different transformations, and I love that we inspire each other sometimes, like,
Well,
you need that person or that like, that's why I created the VIP Transformers that,
yeah,
because I think we need community. You and me, we're
we do.
so lucky to have each other, but
We
in a
are.
lot of households, people don't have someone that they can re-inspire by. They're
They don't
eating
have
a
that support
completely
system.
different way.
And they've
Um,
got to cook food for them that they don't eat. I mean,
yes.
but what the catalyst for me was when we went to your stepdad's birthday celebration and came home, and we stopped off and we were by some water. She took a picture of me, like a slow-mo picture. I was skipping rocks on the water, and she took a picture of me, slow-mo picture, doing that. And when I saw how big I had gotten, what like that side view that she had got, I'm like, is that me? I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, wow. I didn't allow myself to just, I mean, walking by the mirror, you're only in there so long. It's like you don't allow yourself to see it, but from someone else's perspective, you know, this is what I looked like. And I thought, I don't want her looking at me looking like, I don't
Oh,
want to
you're
look at me looking
beautiful.
like
Come
that.
on.
But you say that, and I love you for that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, baby. But come on, I was huge. And
But
I'm
it's
still,
the health concerns that really I think all of us are
yeah,
afraid of when that happens because we can all love and our body. We've been through different transformations. I'm going to look different than I did when I was 16 or 20. I've started to realize, well, as you get older, you have to accept your body. But when you
yeah,
accept something that is making you feel unhealthy, is causing chronic pain, diabetes, and Philip, he said, great way to start the afternoon after a great morning at the local farmers market. That's so funny. I thought you were going to tell the story
nice.
of the fruit stand on the way to his party. We picked up fruit and ate salads there while everybody else was eating a bunch of other obviously stuff. But it's like
Yeah.
I love we want to start going to the farmers market here because we haven't done that yet. That's awesome. Tell us what you got if you're still here. I would love to hear your what you picked up,
And
if you
that's so
got
funny
anything.
because we were on the road, right? We picked up these strawberries, these peaches,
And they were
some
so
bananas.
much better.
And it wasn't 6 o'clock yet. So I had to I put the fruit in the back. I'm like, I'm not touching it till six
She
o'clock.
didn't too. I was like, "Oh my goodness, well, I'm not eating mine till 6 o'clock," even though I wasn't on that 6 o'clock thing. But at that point, you were really strict because you were also trying to build that habit, and you
Yeah.
knew that you're craving. Like I think once we eat really healthy or eat raw, we can listen to our body, or
Hmm.
high raw, I guess. But you can't believe your body at first if that makes sense while we're still like coming from our old way of eating. So I understand why you took such a strict discipline to wait till 6 o'clock, but then your body will start to want to get that time where it's repairing
I mean, I've
itself.
I've started eating some things throughout the day. I'll eat some sunflower seeds, I'll eat some fruit, and
Hmm.
it's like I have to, honestly, because I do these workouts.
Yeah, your
And
body's like
you
starving for
can't,
something.
oh yeah, there's no way you can work out in the fastest state, and that'll fly for a couple of days. After a while though, your body is going to start giving you cravings for eating something because it needs that for fuel. It can
Hmm.
pull from your body fat now if you do it, but you are really going to deplete your energy, and you're going to stress your mind and your body out if you try to go prolonged fasting and hard workouts without putting any food in there.
And we're not
It's
trying to
not going to
stress
work.
like, our body is working with us, like, we're not trying to stress our body, like, that's another thing I've learned on this whole journey, and that has to do with our mind
Mhm.
and our body and movement and sunlight, like, it's all
Mhm.
a big, package, but we can do what we can when we can, like, if it's stressing your body to work out and not eat, but you have a textbook that tells you to fast, that's not doing you any good, as long as you're making a good choice, I think, when you eat,
Yeah.
right? Like
It was
it's
easier when I had a 30 more pounds of fat on me to go without eating because my body had all that fat to pull from. And I was only doing the bike and yoga. Now that I've incorporated the total gym, my body's like, okay, number one, you're about 35 pounds lighter. So I don't have that much fat to pull from anymore.
Mhm.
I still got fat to pull from, but I need you to add something in here. You want to be doing total gym too? Oh, hell yeah. I need you to add something else in here to help me out. Give me some fruit or something.
Right.
Doesn't need to be drastic, doesn't need to be a impossible one, none of that. But yeah, give me a banana. Give me some strawberries, give me a couple of blueberries, and I'm good. You
That
know?
shift
So
right there, coming from thinking food, and we want to enjoy it for the principle of that's what food was meant for, to be enjoyable and to fuel us, and we
mhm.
can combine those two things where we enjoy the fuel. Like that
Yeah.
is because I think naturally we do, like
Yeah.
naturally, all of the other stuff after a while doesn't resonate with me. Like even if I eat something like that, it doesn't,
Mhm.
it's not as good because I'm now aligned with how I'm supposed to be. That
Yeah.
sounds good. And we don't usually have a lot of zucchini, but I'd be interested to try that. He got cherry tomatoes, also mushrooms and ground cherries. Cherries, dude. Like we had these
I've been
cherries.
on
Did you? We
cherries.
had
I've
cherries.
been
I
on
think I posted
cherries.
about it. They tasted like the ones that go on top of ice cream, but they were just regular, like, I don't even know, were they're just regular, I think, organic cherries, but they tasted so good, like sweeter than other cherries, and they were big, right? Like
Yeah,
bigger than old
huge.
cherries I remember. But I bet those
Yeah.
farmers market ones are going to taste so good because these were from the store. If they're that good from the store, I can imagine what your farmers market ones are. And
Mhm.
that sounds good. And the cool thing about farmers market is usually you're getting the local fruit. Do you eat corn, Philip? I was like, that's always good. They always have that advertised sweet local corn, right? I found out corn was somewhere along the line somehow, even though people talk against it, a fruit, and so were peas. So I remember adding them back in my salad again. I was like, well, they're technically fruit when I was trying to be fruit based at one time,
mhm.
or completely fruit. I was like, I'm going to eat those. But I've found that I'm I'm so push like and I have the PDF. I think I connected in the description here to the salad ingredients if anybody's interested. And of course, you can put onions in it too, because Dawn likes her onions. She would never eat my salad without onions. And you can take out what you don't
I
like,
can't
and you can add
not have
walnuts
onions.
if you don't like avocados, whatever. But like the ratios, I think, is what makes it work for me because I like, especially at 48, I need more healthy fats, I realized, than I was able to get, at least at this point where I was in the progression of my journey. So that helped me, even at 42 at first, because I was like, I have to be full. I'm not going to be able to eat a salad. And I didn't want it to be a little salad because when regular people think of salad, I think it was a meme one time. It was like what people think a salad is. And it was that little thing you get at a restaurant. And on the other side, it said what vegans eat. And it was this huge salad. It's like, yeah, because that's very low caloric density. So whether it's a salad or whether it's fruit, make sure that you eat enough to fill up. If you're new, definitely, because that's a reason you'll go back to your old way of eating. If you're walking around hungry all the time, no
Yeah.
animal does that. When our cats want some food, they go eat. Like we just go back and like disconnect from our old like habits that we would know innately, right? Like if you're hungry, eat until you're full. Like I had a problem like before I'd think, "Oh my goodness, I should only have one grapefruit and a couple of cherries." It's like, well, it's grapefruit and cherries. Like, come on, right?
I
I'm
remember
eating
a
a
couple of years
salad. Get
back
a big salad.
when she first became vegan and we were riding around somewhere in the afternoon and I'm
I
like, "Are
know
you
what she's
hungry?"
gonna say.
She's like, "No, I already had 4 cashews." I'm like, and she was dead
Look,
serious.
I was
She's like,
serious.
"I already had 4
But
cashews. Can't do
I
it."
was on that point where you were in your journey when you didn't want to eat till 6. Like I was being ultra disciplined because that I was at 185 and in 6 months I was down to 155. So I was like really restricting. But now I can do it without restricting, which I didn't realize I could do then as much. Yes, sprouts. I've been trying to get those.
She
We
has
need to
been trying
start
to get
growing them.
sprouts.
We used to grow
We
them,
can
but
sprout we can sprout lentils.
mhm.
Remember
What kind
I still have those mason jars.
mung bean sprouts, they're so good too, and that's true. That's a good base for a salad. I didn't think about that. I usually use lettuce and what have we been eating? Romaine lettuce, and then a little
Kale.
handful of kale. It's been good, and then cucumber. Wait, let's go over. Like I'm gonna make myself hungry. Okay, cucumbers. What else do I put on there? Celery, olives. I started putting a little bit of sauerkraut on my salad, which I had shied away from for a minute, but I find it makes me use less dressing. I use the sauerkraut and a little bit of spicy mustard, um,
You
lettuce,
put
cucumber,
avocado.
celery, avocado. How did I forget that? We're like avocado hunters because sometimes they don't have soft ones, but I
See,
got
and
Dawn
me,
eating. She wouldn't
I
eat the
just go for
avocado
basic.
at first.
Give me some lettuce. I used to put tomatoes. I don't put tomatoes in my salad anymore, but I go for lettuce, kale, onions, cucumber, and avocado. And then put the almonds on top of that.
Mm, that
That's all I
sounds so good.
need.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm making me look like a drama queen over here with all my celery and olives
No,
and
you got
sauerkraut. I'm just
corn
playing.
and celery and
Oh, corn and
olives and
peas. Yes. Oh, that's why it's so good. And that's why I only need one big meal a day because I mean, I do eat like now during the day. I've been getting hungry. I don't know if because last week the weather switched up a little bit. Like I wasn't eating anything during the day, but it got a little bit cooler. And for some reason, I don't know if it's my body saying, like, oh, we're getting ready to have to hibernate for the winter or something, but I'll start craving food during the day the cooler it is. And so I've been eating a grapefruit, and cherries have been my go-to. I don't even know if we have any more cherries, so I might just eat
we're out of
grapefruit.
cherries.
I don't know. I didn't look. I'm just saying I've been eating a lot of them, but I think there's still some. Did you see that? It was like this was major emergency around here.
I ordered the cherries. How did you eat them up? Let me go check.
You did like one time I swear we had to like get our own little clementine bags because every time we would go in the kitchen, it's like, "Did you eat the last one? They were so good." So we ended up ordering 2 bags, and we both had them, like, stashed
I
in our
think I had like
offices.
one cup of those cherries. They better not be gone.
Oh, no, not the new ones then. I've been eating an old bag because I
Well,
didn't
we
see
got
a
a
new
ton of
bag.
them. Well, in all fairness, she started me. She was eating cherries first, and then I started eating. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot I haven't eaten these cherries since I was a little kid. My grandmom used to get cherries all the time. And Jen would be getting cherries, and I would be getting oranges and stuff all the time. And I'm like, I don't want any cherries. And I ate some grapes. Grapes was my thing.
Yep.
Red grapes. But I'm like, oh yeah, we have grapes though, don't we?
Mhm. I think we do. We have
Well, if
grape
we
I just
don't, if
got a
we're out
bunch
of
of
cherries, I'll get some.
grapefruits. I like those now because I
Yeah.
eat them with a little bit of, lettuce and kale. I know it's weird, but that gives me so much energy because I guess the
And we have
iron
watermelon.
absor oh, we
All right,
do?
I'm out. I gotta
I
go.
need
I'm hungry.
cantaloupe. I need to get one of those tomorrow. Yeah, you got me thinking of fruit. What time is it? Oh my goodness, 1:59. No wonder I've been eating around like 1 o'clock. That's why I'm like now, like you got me wanting fruit.
Well, I
But
got
I'm
my
gonna create
agenda.
some videos for my course, and I'm editing a video
Watch her
called
videos. They are amazingly awesome.
Oh my goodness, thank you. And I hope all of you, if you want to, like, I have a couple of things like the free beginner raw vegan guide if you're new here and haven't gotten that yet. Philip, thank you for being on the email list. I appreciate you. And Carl, I know you're on there too. I keep meaning when I'm going to go live, I'm going to start emailing, but I keep forgetting. But I have the Amazing Transformers VIP Club now. It's in school community. Like, if you are somebody that's on and off of social media or like wants to connect in a way that's off of Facebook. It's just a little more intimate, and there's a tab that's a classroom, so all of my courses, and then there's a tab that we post all the videos, and then there's a general chat where you can like post questions, and it's just a way we're doing one every week. I'm going to do like a live coaching call, and also we're going to do like a little version of we're just connecting like a game night kind of thing. And then Because
That'll be
I
fun.
think community is so important, right? Like, if you have
It is.
questions, if there's experienced vegans in there, we can all answer. And of course, I'll be there to offer, my experiences and to
I'll
help
be
with the
there.
GLAD blueprint. Dawn will be there, and you're always a favorite. So people will join just to come see you. I know
Oh.
it's okay. I'll just make it like, we'll
Ah.
pretend it's about me, but I know you're really coming for her. Oh, that looked like, oh no, wait, that I was pointing to you. Look, do your hand like that. Can you
What?
point to your left?
Oh.
Twin powers activate. Oh,
Ah.
I was trying or something. Oh, but then also not only that, all the courses I ever do are free. Of course, any book I ever write, like I'm just keeping everything in that. It's like a very cool little, like a school, basically. I guess that's why they call it that, with different rooms. We have a question tab. So it kind of keeps things organized. And for people who don't like to be on social media, or you want like a little more intimate setting to post that somebody can't just share and it'll be all over, like, everybody's Facebook feed. I know private communities are supposed to be private, but I just thought it would be really cool, so I created that. And also, I think I have the free salad ingredients beginner guide and a couple other PDFs I linked in the thing, because I'm just all about helping people that are getting started in this, because I feel like 6 years ago, that's where I was. And I've always, even at jobs I've had, loved helping beginners. I've, even when I worked in a call center, I would take the people right out of training. And it's just like that's so important, that first like foundation. So learning how to build on goals and not get overwhelmed and have somebody yelling at you that you're not doing it perfectly. I feel like you need somebody that's going to love your journey just like you do, and
Regardless.
appreciate you and make you see those things about you that you don't even see, the stuff
Right.
that's inside you that you just need somebody to help bring it out, because we're always so hard on ourselves. So I'm
Yeah.
passionate about it, and I hope that we have a million members in there. So thank you, Beth. I know you're already joined. Thank you so much. She was like the first member that came in there. So Muriel, Marakita, Dawn, thank you all for being there. And I would sit here and name everybody, but I won't. But there's only a couple of people because I just started it. And everybody on the email list, like Philip and Carl, and have bought my book. I'm so thankful for all of you. You make me keep going. So I wanted to
We
come
love
live.
you and you're amazing. And thank you for being you. And thank you for being somebody who is so passionate about helping others selflessly. That's you. That's one of the reasons I love you. And I'm so blessed to have you be in my life. So
I'm
thank you
blessed to
for
have
all you
you.
do.
Thank you. I couldn't have done any of this without you. And if I've been
Oh,
even a little bit of help for you, you keep me motivated. That's what we do, right? We
yeah.
keep each other
And
pumped and
us
motivated.
together will keep you guys motivated. So keep coming back.
Come back and see Fast and Raw again.
I'm
All
going to
right.
go get some of those grapes.
I knew it, right? I'm going to end this,
See you
guys.
guys.
Thank you, Carl. It was good to see you again. Philip, thank you for being here and making us hungry. And I'm just kidding. All right. Love you, Dawn. Thank you. Everybody
Love
have a
you.
great day. Vegan Knowledge Community Transformers. Love you.